colleagues in wishing Kenyans a happy Jamhuri, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. But at the same time, say I associate myself with the statement that has been read on behalf of the United Opposition, or the United Opposition. But maybe probably to just want or to remind Kenyans that they should never take William Ruto seriously, because when he stands before cameras and the country purporting to be a fighter of corruption, I think the best we can describe him is the prince and the lord of corruption and impunity in this country, which we must all join hands together as a people to fight. His priorities are upside down, and they are never intended to be for the best interests of the people of Kenya. People have talked, or we have talked about the decreased capitation as we get into next year, and the whole idea is for them to mess completely with the education system, where you know the best equalizer for everyone is education. I saw somebody the other day trying to work out figures on the extent and the irony that the government has in terms of supporting children in this country, and where he had put in a budget of 3 billion against 10,000 children going to school. And when you worked out the math, you realized the budget for every child in every year was 300 shillings, and then went further to break it down, say assuming even one child was to stay in school for 200 days, then the budget was 1 shilling for food. So how serious is William Ruto when he knows the best thing that we can do is to have a serious system properly funded? And I pray and ask Kenyans to join us in this struggle, because the opposition is so bent to ensuring that education is accessible to all Kenyans. He was really serious. You know, when you look at the kind of money that is allocated to as the education budget, that goes to CDF, that goes to counties, and these other institutions, that the end effect is to really deal with the psychological independence, or the psychological feeling of a parent that is in need, in terms of making him a beggar to go and ask for money to pay children. The effect on the child and the parents is so huge. So we want a system whereby education can be fully funded, so that you don't have, as a parent, to be queuing before or lining up in the offices of members of parliament or the governors or everybody else to ask you for money. You know, begging is the worst form of a thing that we really want to see himself in, because it's not the best state. So people make in decisions that are based on problems is not the best. So I want to tell the country that we are committed. I want to invite all those Kenyans that are out there to know that these leaders are only there to lead this fight, and we want, and because at the end tumeshika kichwa pale na masikio ya simba, nyinyi mndiro na mateke, but will not be count, but we move forward to ensuring that we have a country that is good, a country that has equal opportunity for everyone. Thank you, and thank you.
I think we can take a few questions. We had other functions from here. We have other leaders who are with us, but they may not have a chance because of time. We have Senator Rioba with us here, representing our brother Fred Matiang'i. We have our chair PWD here. We have the youth leader Wiper. I think he was here with us. So tuko na majenzi pia. We'll take a few questions, please. Yes, Emmanuel To. And I think we had brought the greetings of Martha Karua through Honorable Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. Thank you.
Out of the by-election. That's one question. And number two, just to inform the woman who represents one of those people be using the Geronimo Summit Road, so I'll check when
Thank you, Emmanuel. I think that's to tell you the battlegrounds were Malava and Bere. And we believe as a united opposition, we won both seats, but we are denied victory. And both are subject to serious legal challenges. We've taken almost 2 weeks. You remember it was this Thursday 2 weeks ago that the by-elections were held. Some were asking, why are you taking so long to address the matter or to file the matter? But Abraham Lincoln once said that when you're given an axe to cut a tree in a day, take 18 hours to sharpen the axe and 6 to cut it down. So we are ready to cut it down, and Kenyans will get to know the truth in court how the Mbere by-election was stolen and Malava. Thank you. Yes.
Mheshimiwa, my name is Ismi Chazima. I'm from 347.
Yes.
One question for the former AG. Yesterday, the President was speaking about the Kenya-US health framework deal, and he said that the current AG had ratified the deal and it's airtight. As a person who held that office, do you believe that the current constitution of that office has the metal to tell the President that this is not right and this is right and not? And secondly,
I think that's a very good question.
I think the question will go to either,
That's why they kicked you out of that office. That's why you are kicked out.
And in our business of sourcing for information, sometimes we stumble on information that is true and sometimes it's not true. So this is the information that I have stumbled upon, because you guys look live today. There is no Terry, there is no Martha. Your campaign, the head of campaign secretariat is not here. There is talk that they've gone out there to form another coalition. Is that true?
Well, the question relating to what may have been cleared from the state law office is neither here nor there. But suffice to say, and I've said it severally, if you ever see William Ruto pursuing a matter that on the face of it appears to be public, for the benefit of the public, please be careful. Be careful. I've said it severally on many media houses. Be careful. But it is not for me really to say whether the opinions that may have come out of the state law office were fair or not fair. But suffice to say, any agreement with whomever on the face of the earth that purports to oust the jurisdiction of the Constitution of Kenya 2010 must be resisted, rejected, because it is unconstitutional ab initio. And I think in answering that way, I'm trying to address the point that may have been raised